lady at the center of the trending story involving the managing director of First City Monument Bank, FCMB, Mr. Adam NURU, over the paternity of her two children, Mrs. MOYO Thomas, has finally come out of her shell to reveal the circumstances that led to her separation from her late husband, Mr. Tunde Thomas. For over a week, social media have been awash with allegations of infidelity against MOYO, leading to doubt about the paternity of her two young kids. She was accused of having an affair with Adam while she was still living with Thomas, and that her kids are products of the illicit affair while she worked with Adam in FCMB before her relocation to the United States in 2017. Thomas was said to have died as a result of the trauma suffered from the scandal, while Adam, during the week, stepped down from his seat at the bank MD to go on vacation to allow for a proper investigation of the swelling allegations. Though Moyo's friends and family members had spoken in her defense, but in a statement personally signed by her and made available to Saturday Sun yesterday, Moyo told her story herself. She said, "I write in reference to all the allegations and accusations that have recently been making the rounds on the internet and various social media platforms. I have refrained from responding to this matter for various reasons, one of which is to preserve the memories of Tunde, who departed to be with his maker on December 16th, 2020. Memories not only to me, but to his children, who are still young, and to everybody who had a relationship with him. Just like any marriage, Tunde and I had a lot of differences in our marriage, some of which even led to police intervention. But I remain committed to keeping only positive memories of him. No one can ever understand what transpired between us or what each of us experienced in the marriage. Like they say, it is he who wears the shoes that knows where it pinches. It's all of it. In all of it, I never for once wished him bad. His untimely and sudden death is still a shock to me, as it is to many others. On no occasion did I ever tell him he was not the father of our two children. It is therefore deliberate falsehood and certainly malicious to allege and insinuate that I informed him that the children are not his. The children still bear his name. Only God knows why he died in an untimely period. It is not in my place or anyone's place to play God and talk with certainty as to the cause of his death without proving medical facts. Despite our separation, we never allowed our differences affect the relationship we respectively have with the children. He still had conversations with the children like any father will, up until his sudden and unfortunate death. It is quite sad and disheartening to see the pictures of these innocent children splashed all over the internet with very disparaging and weird comments. I do wish his family and friends the fortitude to bear the unfortunate loss, and I ask that we all be allowed to grieve his loss in peace. He has now been laid to rest, and we implore all and sundry so please respect our privacy and allow those grieving his loss, including the children and I, to do so in peace." Okay. Of course, this is the hot topic in the country, all over the world, as many uh, Nigerians who are living in diaspora, as far as you are in this world, as far as Nigeria is concerned, this topic has just been trending. Of course, those who are interested, other tribes who want to know about it, it is just the hot topic as far as Nigeria is concerned and those in diaspora. So everybody is aware of this whole thing, and since it involves a whole institution or company like the FCMB, of course, it goes, or it went far and wide. But now the woman has come out and she has made her own points. But what she just said, that even upon not even to the man's death, the children are still bearing the man's name. But she never said whether is the owner of the children. But she never told him that she doesn't even know where that statement came from, that she didn't tell him that those children are not his, but she didn't tell us whether those children is the biological father of the children, because she would have been hammering on that these children are his biological children. And also she just said they are bearing his names. Of course, anybody can bear anybody's names, but she has come out to say what she wants to say, and at least she wouldn't want to say anything because people who have been asking her, let her say what she knows, and she has to respond, which she has already broken the silence. But one thing is this again, if we want to look at it from the other parts, she didn't say all they went through. But that being said, but one thing I really want to bring up from this whole thing, they've been separated since she left the country 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. That's 3 years after. That was when the man died. And from what we heard, the man was to get married to another person, and the person is even pregnant as we speak, according to what we've been hearing. So because when the whole thing came up, everybody was just like, we just thought, okay, maybe it just happened like 2 or 3 months ago. So when we began to hear a lot of things that, yes, oh, this thing happened 2017, some people are like, oh, it might not even be as a result of what really happened, or maybe the effect of how the shock came to him at that particular time. From time to time, because if you talk about even some people can not even overcome some things. It could take them 20 years, 15 years, 30 years. Some people might not even forget. You can't even forget. You might try to overlook it if you have already have somebody else. Maybe like she said, only God knows what led to that, because with the way the thing happened, people just felt that okay, maybe it's the whole thing just happened. The divorce happened within 6 months, or within 3 months, till he died. But this had happened before, 3 years back, which I believe that he had already moved on. But that does not mean that he will not be thinking about it. But the woman just said the children are still bearing his name. She didn't tell him that those children are not his. But I would have expected her, I would have loved her to say he was the biological father of the children. And that would have even said it, but he said they were still bearing his name. Well, she knows what happened. The man that died knew what happened. Even the man being accused, the FCMB former MD, he knows what is happening, because even the man has already spoken. The MD too, he said they were friends. They were friends, of course, when the man was around, when they were together, that they were friends. And he didn't say, oh, I am not the biological father of those children. But mere looking at the children, people say, forget DNA. Forget DNA. The picture says it all. Forget DNA. But, the only, that resemblance, because the resemblance, once you, at least, we start even being told, the resemblance is very, very high. Once you look at the MD and the former MD and the children, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you otherwise. This kind of resemblance can be high if the man, because the man just told her, the former MD of FCMB just told her that himself and the Tunde, they were friends, that they were family friends. They've been together for 20 years, that they were friends. So if he had said, oh, he was his uncle or whatever, you can have a child and he will just go and resemble somebody from your family. Maybe it might be from your wife's family, somebody that is maybe extended cousin. It does happen. But he didn't say they were family. He said they were friends. So the kind of resemblance, for that resemblance to be as high as that, I don't understand. Because the man never said, the man had spoken, and he didn't say those children are not his children. He only said that, oh, everybody should just forget about it. You don't try to bring these things out. And that is exactly what we are hearing, that this woman said, oh, everybody just forget about it. Just leave this thing. It's only God that knows it. But the children were still bearing his name till he died. So at least he would have said, no. He was the biological father of the children. But that being said, there's no much that people can really say. People can just be speculating and, here and there. But the statement of this woman and the statement of the man, the so-called FCMB man, they are not really too convincing. Honestly, they are not too convincing. So we don't even need to flog the whole matter more than the way it is. The man has been suspended, or to step aside, whether suspended or they sacked him, at least to step aside and know and do investigation. But who is going to follow the investigation through? Maybe we are still going to hear everything at the end of the day if they still want us to know. Well, why not suggest a DNA test to prove your innocence? What a vicious, smart response. She's now claiming that because he did not deny the paternity of the while alive, of him while alive, no one should tell him to deny or whatever. I don't know what this person is trying to tell us. Only a DNA test can clear. You should be the first to suggest this to prove your innocence. Until then, this defense lacks substance. So, of course, it's not convincing enough. Well, it is left for the family to do that. Because the cocoa, the thing that transpired in the marriage, because we have not seen it. Some people are saying that this matter had come up 3 years ago. 3 years ago, some people said it, but it didn't go as far as it is now. But this time around, everybody is now aware, because a lot of people didn't know that this whole thing really happened. So it is not the family, until we see the family members, that will be able to say one or two things. But that being said, it is their family. The man is no more. Let them go and sort themselves out. The only thing is that conscience is always there. Everybody knows what they have done in one way or the other. So guys, let us hear your opinion and leave your comments concerning the response of this woman. Thank you.